This is week 21, day 3 of the Bible in a Year Live Chronological Project. My name is Sharon Dennis. I'll be your reader today. We're jumping around in the Psalms today. We've got six. We've got 6 Psalms that we're going to go through today, and we'll be reading from the Revised Standard Version. Our first psalm is Psalm 131, and it is a short but profound song of ascent. Traditionally attributed to King David, it is a masterclass in humility, contentment, and resting peacefully in God.
Psalm 131, a song of quiet trust, a song of ancient of David. O Lord, my heart is not lifted up, my eyes are not raised too high. I do not occupy myself with things too great and too marvelous for me, but I have calmed and quieted my soul, like a child quieted at its mother's breast. Like a child that is quieted is my soul. O Israel, hope in the Lord from this time forth and forevermore.
Our next two Psalms are Psalms 138 and 139. These Psalms are deeply personal hymns by King David that focus on God's steadfast love, intimate knowledge of his people, and ever present guidance. Together, they transition from praising God for his deliverance to marveling at his omnipotent and loving nature.
Psalm 138, Thanksgiving and Praise, a psalm of David. I give thee thanks, O Lord, with my whole heart. Before the gods I sing thy praise. I bow down towards thy holy temple and give thanks to thy name for thy steadfast love and thy faithfulness, for thou hast exalted above everything thy name and thy word. On the day I called, thou didst answer me. My strength of soul thou didst increase. All the kings of the earth shall praise thee, O Lord, for they have heard the words of thy mouth. And they shall sing of the ways of the Lord. For great is the glory of the Lord. For though the Lord is high, he regards the lowly, but the haughty he knows from afar. Though I walk in the midst of trouble, thou dost preserve my life. Thou dost stretch out thy hand against the wrath of my enemies, and thy right hand delivers me. The Lord will fulfill his purpose for me. Thy steadfast love, O Lord, endures forever. Do not forsake the work of thy hands.
Inescapable God. To the choir master, a psalm of David, Psalm 139. O Lord, thou hast searched me and known me. Thou knowest when I sit down and when I rise up. Thou discernest my thoughts from afar. Thou searchest out my path and my lying down, and art acquainted with all my ways. Even before a word is on my tongue, lo, O Lord, thou knowest it altogether. Thou dost beset me behind and before, and layest thy hand upon me. Such knowledge is too wonderful for me. It is high, I cannot attain it. Whither shall I go from thy spirit, or whither shall I flee from thy presence? If I ascend to heaven, thou art there. If I make my bed in Sheol, thou art there. If I take the wings of the morning and dwell in the uttermost parts of the sea, even there thy hand shall lead me, and thy right hand shall hold me. If I say, let only darkness cover me, and the light about me be night. Even the darkness is not dark to thee. The night is bright as the day, for darkness is as light with thee. For thou didst form my inward parts, thou didst knit me together in my mother's womb. I praise thee, for thou art fearful and wonderful. Wonderful are thy works. Thou knowest me right well. My frame was not hidden from thee, when I was being made in secret, intricately wrought in the depths of the earth. Thy eyes beheld my unformed substance. In thy book were written, every one of them, the days that were formed for me, when as yet there was none of them. How precious to me are thy thoughts, O God! How vast is the sum of them! If I would count them, they are more than the sand. When I awake, I am still with thee. Oh, that thou wouldst slay the wicked, O God, and that men of blood would depart from me, men who maliciously defy thee, who lift themselves up against thee for evil. Do I not hate them that hate thee, O Lord? And do I not loathe them that rise up against thee? I hate them with perfect hatred. I count them my enemies. Search me, O God, and know my heart. Try me and know my thoughts, and see if there be any wicked way in me, and lead me in the way everlasting. Our final set of Psalms today are going to be Psalms 143 through 145, which form a beautiful transition from desperate prayer in times of severe distress to profound victorious praise. The psalmist, traditionally identified as David, moves from pleading for God's mercy and guidance to completely surrendering to God's will and celebrating his eternal kingship. Prayer for deliverance from enemies, a Psalm of David, Psalm 143. Hear my prayer, O Lord. Give ear to my supplications. In thy faithfulness, answer me. In thy righteousness, enter not into judgment with thy servant, for no man living is righteous before thee. For the enemy has pursued me. He has crushed my life to the ground. He has made me sit in darkness like those long dead. Therefore, my spirit faints within me. My heart within me is appalled. I remember the days of old. I meditate on all that thou hast done. I muse on what thy hands have wrought. I stretch out my hands to thee. My soul thirsts for thee like a parched land. Selah. Make haste to answer me, O Lord. My spirit fails. Hide not thy face from me, lest I be like those who go down to the pit. Let me hear in the morning of thy steadfast love, for in thee I put my trust. Teach me the way I should go, for to thee I lift up my soul. Deliver me, O Lord, from my enemies. I have fled to thee for refuge. Teach me to do thy will, for thou art my God. Let thy good spirit lead me on a level path. For thy name's sake, O Lord, preserve my life. In thy righteousness, bring me out of trouble. And in thy steadfast love, cut off my enemies and destroy all my adversaries, for I am thy servant. Prayer for national deliverance and security. A Psalm of David. Psalm 144. Blessed be the Lord, my rock, who trains my hands for war and my fingers for battle, my rock and my fortress, my stronghold and my deliverer, my shield, and he in whom I take refuge, who subdues the peoples under him. O Lord, what is man that thou dost regard him, or the Son of Man that thou dost think of him? Man is like a breath, his days are like a passing shadow. Bow thy heavens, O Lord, and come down. Touch the mountains that they smoke. Flash forth the lightning and scatter them. Send out thy arrows and rot them. Stretch forth thy hand from on high. Rescue me and deliver me from the many waters, from the hands of aliens, whose mouths speak lies, and whose right hand is a right hand of falsehood. I will sing a new song to thee, O God. Upon a 10-stringed harp I will play to thee, who givest victory to kings, who rescuest David thy servant. Rescue me from the cruel sword, and deliver me from the hand of aliens, whose mouths speak lies, and whose right hand is a right hand of falsehood. May our sons in their youth be like plants full grown, or daughters like corn pillars cut from the structure of a palace. May our garners be full, providing all manner of store. May our sheep bring forth thousands and 10,000s in our fields. May our cattle be heavy with young, suffering no mischance or failure in bearing. May there be no cry of distress in our streets. Happy the people to whom such blessings fall. Happy the people whose God is the Lord. Amen. The greatness and the goodness of God. A song of praise of David. Psalm 145. I will exalt thee, my God and King, and bless thy name forever and ever. Every day I will bless thee, and praise thy name forever and ever. Great is the Lord, and greatly to be praised, and his greatness is unsearchable. One generation shall laud thy works to another, and shall declare thy mighty acts. On the glorious splendor of thy majesty, and on thy wondrous works I will meditate. Men shall proclaim the might of thy terrible acts, and I will declare thy greatness. They shall pour forth the fame of thy abundant goodness, and shall sing aloud of thy righteousness. The Lord is gracious and merciful, slow to anger and abounding in steadfast love. The Lord is good to all, and his compassion is over all that he has made. All thy works shall give thanks to thee, O Lord, and all thy saints shall bless thee. They shall speak of the glory of thy kingdom, and tell of thy power, to make known to the sons of men thy mighty deeds, and the glorious splendor of thy kingdom. Thy kingdom is an everlasting kingdom, and thy dominion endures throughout all generations. The Lord is faithful in all his words, and gracious in all his deeds. The Lord upholds all who are falling, and raises up all who bowed down. The eyes of all look to thee, and thou givest them their food in due season. Thou openest thy hand, thou satisfiest the desire of every living thing. The Lord is just in all his ways, and kind in all his doings. The Lord is near to all who call upon him, and to all who call upon him in truth. He fulfills the desire of all who fear him. He also hears their cry and saves them. The Lord preserves all who love him, but all the wicked he will destroy. My mouth will speak the praise of the Lord, and let all flesh bless his holy name forever and ever. This is the word of the Lord. Amen. Thanks for joining us today. We're glad to have you, and we're looking forward to seeing you again tomorrow, where we'll turn the page and continue in our readings. Remember to check out our website, Biayl.Project.com. We're almost finished with the Enoch project, and I do hope you did join us on that journey. If not, it's there in the cyber world. You can always go and check it out at another time. So, thanks for joining us. Blessings.